Hey everybody, it's Brad at Dayport Brothers LLC out in Versailles, Ohio. Going to do another walk around video followed by an operational video on this 2018 Caterpillar 308E2CR excavator that came in and we're putting up for sale. Like always, I'll walk around, I'll talk about the features and functions, I'll get up close to everything, show you everything I see, tell you everything I know, then of course we'll fire it up, we'll run it through its paces. We'll show you the play and the pins up on the bucket, pins up where the boom and stick mount to the frame, let you hear the engine, show you the hydraulics are strong, kind of just run it through its paces, show you all the functions. As always, if you were in the market for a used excavator, a used piece of construction equipment, or a used piece of ag equipment, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Your likes and subscriptions help other people who are looking for equipment find our videos and find our machines, and we truly do appreciate it. All right, like I said, this one is a 2018 308E2CR cab, heat, air, hydraulic thumb. It's got a mechanical coupler. It is the tag style coupler. Backfill blade, steel tracks with the rubber inserts, backup camera, 2-speed travel. It's got a radio, 18,519 pound operating weight, 3,374 hours. So here in a little bit we'll fire it up. We've already done the operational video. You'll see the gravel's all tore up around it because we've already done that. We'll show you the hydraulics and everything are strong. We'll show you these pins up here. If you're at all familiar with the tag style coupler, there is some play in that coupler. There's always play in those couplers even when they're new. And there's some play in these pins. I wouldn't call them sloppy by any stretch of imagination. They're what I would expect for 3,300 hours. Like I said, there is some play in those pins and bushings. So I get up close to everything here. You'll see just some paint chipped off, pretty common for a used excavator. Starting to flake away a little bit here. Otherwise it is pretty bright where the paint still is, but like I said, there's paint is chipping off. I don't see anything that looks like it's been cracked or welded or plated anywhere. As you'll see here, pretty good looking up there. Again, that yellow paint's fairly bright, especially for a 7-year-old machine. Just your typical paint chips and scuffs and scratches, starting to flake a little bit around on the edges. When we show these pins up here are actually fairly tight. Not much play there. There's a little bit, but not awful. Fairly tight. Like I said, does have a backfill blade. Backfill blade has one small spot right there where it looks like they probably, the thumb looks fairly new. It looks like they were probably using that blade to pinch stuff and carry it and walk around with it. They punched a little hole in it there. Otherwise, the blade's nice and straight. No other issues that I can see. Back side of the blade's really good. I don't see anything that looks like it's been cracked or welded or plated back here. That top cylinder shield looks pretty darn good. It's really just that one spot up there. Like I said, it's steel tracks with rubber inserts. The rubber inserts are starting to get a little bit of spots where they're chewed up a little bit on the outer edges. There's definitely still life left in them. That's pretty common on these. They start flaking away on the edges here. Otherwise, pretty square, covered in dirt and mud from us running around out here. We'll go back here and take a look at the sprockets. As you can see here, sprockets are really good. A lot of life left there in those sprockets. And the chain, everything there is really good. The pins are nice and round, really not much of a flat edge at all on those. Back side of the pads are nice and straight. And as I take a little step back and show you that side rail, that undercarriage there, you can see honestly still has a lot of that original black paint. Pretty darn good there. We'll come up here and take a look at the sheet metal. Up here, this front, just typical little scuffs and scratches, little paint chips here and there, but no huge dents there. Same thing down along this side, pretty square. Just little paint chips and scuffs and scratches here and there. Some of the decals flaking just a little bit there. Nothing, again, out of the ordinary for a 7-year-old machine. Some scuffs and scratches there on the counterweight. As I come back around, taking a look here, everything's pretty square there. That engine enclosure door is good, just some paint chips here and there, a couple scuffs and scratches, no huge dings there. Backup camera, we'll show you that in a little bit. That does work. Take a look underneath here. As you can see underneath here, pretty darn dry. I say it with any used machine, I'm sure if you go over it with a fine-tooth comb, there's going to be a seep or two somewhere. But as you can see, down here is nice and dry. All those inspection plates are in good shape. Everything looks dry there. A little bit of a dent there in that little shroud. Coming around this side. Again, fairly square there, just your typical paint chips. Some scuffs and scratches, but that door is actually pretty darn straight. Same thing up here, just some scuffs and little scratches here in the decals, scuffs and scratches in the paint, nothing out of the ordinary, no huge dents or dings there. We'll take a look at the undercarriage on this side. Again, looking at the sprockets, sprockets match up really well to the other side. A lot of life left there in those sprockets. Same thing here again on the rail. Everything looks good there. Pins and bushings, again, nice and round. Top rollers look good. Backside of those pads are nice and straight, and again, the rubber inserts on this side just starting to get some chips around on the outer edges. Otherwise, pretty darn good. And taking a little step back, again, looking at the side rail, that undercarriage, you can see there still retains a lot of that original paint. Come up here. Couple little dents here. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but there's a little bit of a dent here and here, a couple little small ones. Scuffs and scratches pretty normal on these. Looking at the back side of the blade on this side, again, nothing that looks like it's been cracked or welded. That bottom brace down there, you can see it's got a couple little dings in it. And then again, looking at this side of the boom and the stick, just your typical little paint chips here and there. I don't see anything that looks like it's been cracked or welded or plated anywhere. Like I said, hydraulic thumb, and it looks fairly new. Bucket's in good shape, all the teeth are good. Sorry, a lot of water laying around. We had a couple inches of rain over the weekend here. We'll go take a look in the engine compartment. Okay, taking a good look in here. As you'll see, nice and clean. A little bit of dust, but very, very clean. Otherwise, no oil or diesel or antifreeze running anywhere. I'm trying to go slow here so you can kind of see everything. And as you see that side of the block, everything looks really good there. Down here, again, everything looks good down there. Over here by the pump, everything looks good there. See if I can. There you can see, again, nice and dry over here. Nice and clean looking. We'll go over to the side here. Shocks work good there. Take a good look up here at this valve body. As you'll see here, everything looks nice and dry. Down on the bottom here, it's nice and dry. I don't see any oil laying anywhere. A little bit of dirt and dust in here. The fins all look really good on all these coolers and radiators. As you can see, they're nice and straight. Take a look at the cab. Back side of the cab, everything looks good there on that ROPS. Everything's nice and square. All the glass looks good. I'm not seeing any cracks or spider webbing in any of that glass. Door's pretty darn straight. That weather stripping on the door is showing a little bit of its age, kind of pulling off just a little bit at the bottom. A little bit of a crack here in this plastic shield there. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Little bit of that's a plastic shield there. It's got a little crack in it. Here where you step in, just a little paint chipped off from where your boot rubs when you climb in and out. Otherwise, some dirt here on the floor mat. Obviously, like I said, it's kind of muddy out here in our lot, so we've been in and out of it a few times today, testing everything out. Got a little dirt in here, but otherwise that floor mat's really clean. I don't see any cuts or tears there in that floor mat. Both of the foot pedals are good. The sticks are good up here. Taking a look at the seat, that bottom cushion, everything looks good. I don't see any cuts or tears there. Backrest, there's a little bit of a hole right here. Not quite as big as my pointer finger. Headrest is good. Both armrests are good. As of the time of me taking this video, the AC is blowing cold. Radio works. I'll turn the electronics on, show you the backup camera here. Take a good look at both of our joysticks. So this side first, buttons are good, toggle's good. This rubber boot down here, everything around it's good. A couple of toggle switches underneath here, good. Looking at this joystick, again, everything's good here. Back side's good. This rubber boot down here, everything's good. Toggle switches. Blade controls, 2-speed, everything works there. I'll turn that radio up there so you can hear that in the background. Radio works like it's supposed to. I'll turn that back down. Backup camera. There, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but backup camera's working good. All of this plastic down here, everything looks good. The fins are good here on these HVAC ports. Take a good look at the headliner here. It's kind of got like just a little bit of a sag to it, but it doesn't have any water stains or anything. A little bit of dirt here and there. Pretty good otherwise. Down there's a radio. Everything looks pretty good here on this. Like I said, that screen works good. I showed you the backup camera. All right, like I said, this one's a 2018 308E2CR. 3,374 hours. I guess I could have seen if I could get up close to that hour meter down here, see if you can see that. I don't know how well you guys can see that there. It's kind of hard for this camera setup for me to get it turned that way. Get my hand out of the way if I can. There you go. All right, like I said, 3,374 hours. Lots of photos on our website. That's listed down below in the description. If you have any questions, comment down below. We'll try to answer them for you. We'll get some of these doors shut. We'll fire it up and get right into the operational video.